Yeah, listener, oftentimes the best fighters don't make the best trainers. It's an opposite personality, so to speak. A lot of fighters need to be very selfish, right, to get to where they are. Both to destroy people in the ring and to focus their energies on them and nothing else but them. And I understand. So guys like Mark Breland, guys like Pernell Whitaker, you see them in the corner, and they don't do all that well when they're phenoms in the ring. They don't do all that well in the corner. And it's a big transition for a fighter to try to become a cornerman. I mean, I know some of my MMA friends. You know, Gilbert was a very selfish guy. Always saw himself as team captain rather than coach. Always had a frayed relationship with his coaches, whether it was Cesar Gracie or whether it was Jung Senan or whether it was his strength and conditioning coach. He fell out with all of them. Why? Because it was about him, right? Like, you know, other fighters, like, they take people that assuage their egos. Jake Shields' trainer, Tarek Azim, was nothing more than a cheerleader, right? Like a guy that told Jake how great he was all the time, and maybe that's something Jake needed for himself. I really don't know. I myself have my own feelings as a trainer. Like, I spar with my guys. I spar with everybody. And, there's some guys, like I sparred with, I used to beat them up real good, and then they get better, and that's the intention, that they get better. But then they don't see you as their coach. They see you as a sparring partner and some guy they're beating up now. But they forget that you got him to that point. I mean, I have videos of some guys that I used to beat up, like that think like, oh, you were just my punching bag or something. So it's a really weird thing. It's a weird transition from fighter to trainer. I never made that transition, partly because I can't deal with fighter ego. I mean, fighter ego is very, very difficult. That's why a majority of the fight trainers we have out there are fake, right? They're fake because all they do is assuage egos. I posted that thing Lennox Lewis said recently. He said, cheerleader trainers have no place. You need to look for problem solvers and people who can help you improve. Seek truth before truth seeks you. And what is that saying? Like, yeah, you can have a cheerleader trainer, you can feel good about yourself, and you can tell you're great all day long, but then you go in there and lose. How does that help you? It doesn't help you, right? But unfortunately, egos are so fragile that they need those cheerleader trainers. They want those cheerleader trainers. They don't want somebody telling them what they need to do to improve or get better. They want to just keep going in their delusion. And by the way, since fighting is 90% mental, there's an argument for that. You got to believe I'm the baddest, I'm the best, and you got to not fix your mistakes. You don't fix your mistakes when you believe that. So yeah, man, fighter to trainer, not always the best match. Although where else are fighters going to go if they can't become trainers? Everybody, read my book, Warrior of the Light.